Okay, so let's add some voiceover to our lines. Make sure before you start recording any voiceover that all of your conversation is finished in the way you want it to be. You don't want to find yourself changing stuff around afterwards. Okay, so let's load up Audacity. I use Audacity because it's free and it seems to do the job. Make sure that your settings are correct. You can set this in Edit, Preferences. And under Quality here, we want to be using default sample rate other, 24,000, and default sample format in 16-bit. So click OK, and then you're ready to record. So my first line that I'm recording is not seen you before. Not seen you before. Yeah, you can forgive the voice acting. I get nervous around people watching. So trim the sample so that it's just the bit you want. Play it back to make sure it sounds how you want it to sound. Not seen you before. That'll do. And export it out as a wave. So File, Export. Make sure you've got Wave 16-bit selected. And we want to put this in a very specific place. So in My Documents, BioWare, Dragon Age, Add-ins, and then the specific name of your folder. So remember I called my UID VT_NPC module override. Somewhere in here is fine. So using the ID number, I'll name this exactly after that ID number there. So 89103003, and then underscore and then M. Okay, so that's your ID underscore M, and click Save. Okay, with that, click OK on the next screen that comes up. With that saved out, you should be able to use it in Toolset. Now, the Toolset usually doesn't like things being thrown into the override, so it's always a good idea to restart your Toolset before you do anything more. So make sure you've saved everything and restart your Toolset. Okay, so I've restarted my Toolset now and I've opened up my conversation again. Now, ordinarily you would have voiceover for every line, but I've only got it for the one, so be aware of that. We'll now use Generate VO and Generate VO Local. What this will do is for any lines which don't have a correctly named wave file, it will generate kind of robot voice. Of course, you don't want robot voice to actually be in the module, but it can be useful for testing. So now we've generated the voiceover, we also generate the face effects. Generate face effects local. Okay, so let's hit save now. If you're wondering where those have gone to, remember that place where I put the wave files? Similar kind of place. So in your My Documents, BioWare, Dragon Age add-ins, go to your modules folder. This time though they'll put them into Core Override. And here we can see the FEV and FSB which have been made, which contain the sound file. You can test the sound file and it should play in Windows Media Player.
They smell nice. I still want to pick flowers with you, if you'll have me. I'll be waiting. We still haven't picked any flowers yet. We'd better.
Not seen you before.
I have your flowers.
Okay, so you should have picked out the one line that I did actually read, and the rest of them were robot lines. But that's okay, we were expecting that. And also, you've got these face effects that have been made for at least that one line anyway. So if we want to preview it, we can do that, but it requires us to set up a stage within the area, which I'm not really interested in doing right now. So I'll just export everything out and test it in the game. So as ever, go into the All tab, pick on your folder, right-click, export without dependent resources. Okay, so one final test to make sure at least the voiceover is working. So we'll speak to him, and it'll be the first line that he says, and it's very short, so listen out for it. Not seen you before. Okay, you might not have heard it, but it's there. And that seems to be working now. For the rest of it, obviously we've got robot voice.
How can I help you?
Which isn't ideal, but you'll probably be recording all of your lines.